What in the world have I gotten myself into now? Well, my cousin found this on the side of a road, sitting pretty much the way it is, aside from the carburetor we threw on. I know nothing about this bike, but my son's into mini bikes. He outgrew his other one. Let's see if we can get this sucker going. What am I doing? Well, let's just get her done. All right, so looking at this bike, I noticed that the tires don't look terrible. They look salvageable. I don't see any dry rot. Looks like they got plenty of knobs. That looks good. The brake, it looks like he messed with that a little bit before I acquired it, so that's good. They seem to squeeze, so that's good. Looks like the brake cylinder is good. This thing still functions. See if it even has compression. We'll find out. Got the exhaust pipe here, which is going to need a muffler. That'd be absolutely irritating. It needs a gas tank, flares, seat. I got a whole bunch to get on here. Now, the good thing is the carburetor's in good shape. I found that thing on the cheap bay with the intake as well, so that's good. See the front tire. Front tire don't seem to have any dry rot either. So that's good. Bearings seem all right. We'll spin that. Looks like it's kind of in pretty decent shape. That thing is pretty useless at this point. Maybe we can take that off. Got a broken handle there on the clutch, but it still works. Brake looks okay. Let's see here. Check the oil. Yep. No dipstick. Guess we'll have to change it and see how that goes. Yeah, overall it's not terrible. The chain's a little rusty. We'll clean that up. Put some WD-40 on it. Well, I went ahead and ordered a few parts here. Noticed it's an SSR, so I pulled the trigger and hope for the best on the cheap bay. Got a gas tank, got a seat, got what else did I get? The flares, the stickers, obviously the carburetor and the intakes from there. Gonna change the oil. I might be able to change this out with the, I actually have another motorcycle. I'll just steal the clutch handle for it. I actually bought an extra kit, so I wanted to go to black instead of chrome, so we'll see. And yeah, we'll just go from there. Let's just see if we can get this sucker running. All right, for starters, the seat, I noticed bolts to this. There's a bolt stuck on the backside. See if I can get a better view. So these two are supposed to be threaded, and then the seat kind of has a mount that drops down and then bolts through there. I don't want to have to re-tap and thread this. So what I'm going to do is take the broken bolt out that the seat apparently had, and I'm going to go ahead and drill it out and put some nut certs in there. So let's just go ahead and get started there. All right, so for starters, it wasn't terrible. So I'm going to put an M16 nut cert in here. So let me hone this out just a little bit more. You want to work it slow so that the nut cert fits just right. You don't want to overdo it. So just kind of work it slowly. All right, let me get the nut cert kit and see if I can fit it in there. All right, I usually like to use nut certs so that it, is correct. But I can't get this in here at a good angle. I wish I had one of the gun ones. I don't have that with me, so I'm not even gonna waste my time. We're gonna use a nut and a bolt. So let me drill that out a little further, get a 7/16 called good. All right, so we're gonna go with these. Hole's large enough. We'll put a lock washer on the back side because my son's gonna drive this like a maniac. So So I'm gonna go ahead and get the seat first, and we'll try to get this mounted up. So let me grab that seat and go from there. All right. So here is the seat that I got. It says it fits a whole bunch of applications, Hondas, SSRs, yada, yada, yada. That tells me a lot about the manufacturers. They basically just relabel Hondas as SSRs. So with that in mind, I'm looking at this. The construction's okay, it's just plastic. So obviously my son might eventually break it, but we'll see. So I also got a high back seat. The other one's kind of curved down. I figured in case it's too fast for him, I can use it as a pit bike and I can fit on it. Otherwise he can grow into it. So let's see how this sucker fits on here. All right, so as you see, this sucker is supposed to fit an SSR of all sizes and Honda. So clearly this is a Honda seat is my guess, that they assume would be close enough, but it's not. So this is too far away to fit there. This here can be shoved in further, but I don't want to break the tabs. So now it's time for me to do some shaving. But before I do, looks like the gas tank might have to go on first. Before I assume that this seat's gonna work, I'm going to grab the gas tank that I ordered and see if it can even fit underneath this seat. I'm a little concerned it may not, so let me grab that tank first. All right, so here's the tank that I ordered. Again, should fit this bike. And theoretically speaking, it should slide underneath that seat and work. So what I'm gonna do is, so that I know this works, I'm gonna put the gas tank on first, then I'm gonna build the seat around it. Since the seat doesn't seem to fit correctly, conveniently, they left me the bolts on the frame. So it sounds like they broke this bike and thought about putting it back together correctly. Let's see here. Oh, well, that's simple. It's about the simplest install I've had in a very long time. Looks like it fits. So let me go ahead and get the ratchet and tighten this down. All right, I got the tank tightened down, and you didn't need to see that. It's just tightening a bolt. I'm sure you've all seen a bolt tighten. Let's see if we can get this onto the valley. Man, that is tight. That's good, right? This is a very hard line. It seems like this line's been used for a very long time. So I'm gonna put this pathetic clamp on here, see if it holds it, which I don't think it will. This petcock seems to be a larger hose than what it had before. Yeah, we'll get it on there though. If it's tight, hopefully it'll stay, right? That's the whole point. All right, got that pathetic clamp on there. It's on the off position, so that's good. We can kind of go from there. Man, that line is hard as a rock. This doesn't even... I may want to buy some line. I'm going to see if I have any, and if I do, I'm going to switch it out. And we'll go from there. But the tank's on. Let's see if the seat gets anywhere close to clearing. Doesn't look like it. But doesn't mean it won't. What it means is I'm gonna make some tabs around these. So if the tank wants to sit there, right? And this wants to sit here. Obviously it can't go like this. That's what it was designed to be if it actually fit this bike. But it doesn't. That's how it fits correctly. So I'm gonna think this through for a minute and look at the plastics and see if they'd even fit with this seat like this. So give me a minute to look at that. All right, so I opened up my plastic kit that I ordered, and I noticed that with it in this position, the plastic kit might be pretty good. So I shaved here, so it fit through here, just to kind of see how high it could stand. And it looks like I can build a stand up higher and make the seat sit above the rail. So I have some trimming to do to mount this to the seat and some cleaning up, but yeah, we're on pace, so let's get started on that. Okay, I took the plastics off, and this is a pretty crappy shave job for that little bracket, but I'm going to clean it up. These kind of pop in together as you see here. It's not rocket science. All that's kind of getting in my way now is these two tabs here need to be shaved and cut completely off so that this can bolt down. These don't have clips like the original seat, I'm guessing, so we're going to cut those off. And then we're just going to screw this to the plastic and call it good. But before we do that, I actually have the seat sitting here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a marker and mark on the rail where I want it to be. So based on where I have it, yeah, we're going to go ahead and mark this and basically decide, are we going to do a metal clamp to go around the tabs, which you see here, or are we just going to clamp them? I don't know yet, because I am going to weld a bracket to the back here. And ironically, I was looking through my scrap bin and I found this piece, so I drilled out here to fit those holes. So in a very nice way, I can weld that sucker just like that, and we're in business. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it, get it ready to weld. We'll weld this piece on, and then we'll start putting the plastic on the seat. Okay, I have this thing situated where I want it to be, so I need that bracket just behind this. So I'm going to mark kind of next to it, and then I can grind and weld. I'd be asking why I'm using black marker on a black thing, because I can see it. That's all that matters. Okay, so now I have it marked. I'm going to grind this off, and I'm going to weld that bracket right there. All right, we have her on there solid, so let this cool off, get the plastics going, do a little shot of black paint, and call it good. All right, so while I wait for that to finish cooling off, I'm going to go ahead and install this muffler that I have here. It's a spare unit that should do the job. So I'm going to go ahead and I think this is how it goes. Looks correct. This bolt. So we put this on the pipe. Okay, the clamp. You don't want this rubber to stick out, so get that back in place. Oh, stuck. There we go. There we go. Now, just tighten this down. Oh, that looks like it fits. That's nice. So, take off this beauty strap here that it came with. Gotta trim that out. Okay, there. I'll go ahead and tighten this down, finish taking off the beauty strap, and then we're good. All right, so as you see, the plastics are on here. I basically had to modify it to my liking. It was not designed for this in any way, shape, or form, so I just made it work the way you see it right here. Basically, I trimmed it to go around this, drilled pilot holes, used some license plate hardware screws. Who cares? It does a trick. You can throw this thing around, it ain't falling off. So this side is for the muffler, and this side is tighter because there's no muffler. So we're gonna set it on there. Painted up the bracket. We're gonna go ahead and slide it in there. Muffler's holding it up a bit much, so I'm probably going to trim that off. So let's do that real quick. And then if I have to, I can weld a new piece on the muffler. So I'm going to trim that real quick. Oh, lost my power. Let me go get some power. All right, that's trimmed off the muffler. Right, wrong, or indifferent. That's how it is. Now I'm going to set this on and make sure. Yep. That's what I want. So I got to make sure it fits how I want it. Okay. Now I'm going to try to slide the hardware in from the back side if I can. We'll put a lock washer on it. And as you see, it's a little wonky, so we will fix that. Not a big deal. Okay. Perfect. Put this one in. Come on. Go in your hole. Thank you. Get another lock washer. Tighten this sucker down. Now, up here, you see it's a little wonky. Not a big deal. I'm gonna put some, I wanted to move these, but instead, I'm just gonna use clamps. They use clamps from the factory. I can use clamps on those. So let me go ahead and get 2 of those, tighten it down, tighten those bolts, and then the seat's finished. Okay, so clamp goes around this. And then what you do is you fight yourself about 5 times doing it. So let me get the clamp started so I don't have to do that. Okay. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. See, sometimes you just got to pay attention. So get the clamp on for the 4th time. Turn the ratchet the right way. And tighten. So as I mentioned, you want to make sure it's on the thing correctly. I got the other side nice. This side's not. Okay, slide that sucker back up. Okay. Seat is secure. Pretty happy with that. Just look around. For something that absolutely does not fit this bike, I think it looks okay. So now we're gonna move on to getting the front fender and the front skirts on the tank. So let me grab those plastics as well. All right, so here's some of the plastics that I received. I have no idea if they're gonna work, but I'm gonna try my best. Make sure you guys can hear me good. All right. So hopefully these work. I mean, nothing else has worked from the cheap bay, so let's see here. What side goes to what? I don't know. Does it go here? Nope. Maybe that's for that side. Now, by golly. Nope. I thought that would be right, and it's not. So let's see here. Aha. So unfortunately, this seat was designed for these from the factory stock, and nothing seems to line up. So I guess I'm not too surprised. I'm gonna go ahead and try to shove this underneath the seat the best I can, you know. We're gonna go ahead and stick this underneath here. and I'll show you on that side. So this shoves under the seat that doesn't belong on here. And then there's supposed to be a bolt for the tank. So I'm gonna try to find a bolt to go there. And that's essentially how that should work. So let me try to find some bolts, dig around this garage. So here we got a couple M6s. I'm hoping an M6, that's what it looks like is an M6. I can't be 100% positive that it is. Yeah, it's an M6, very nice. So now I have a black set of bolts here that actually look much better anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and zip those suckers in the tank for this. Cool. Nice. And then on the bottom side needs a couple bolts. So those aren't gonna be black, unfortunately, but I have these fancy grade 8s. Might as well use them. Again, this is, I don't even know if this runs. So we'll just get it together and hope for the best, I guess. That's about all you can do in these situations. So let's see here. What I'm doing is putting the nut and bolt on the underside of this. Okay, now I'm going to do the same on that side. It's funny, this side fits nicer. Whatever, don't care. It fits. Very nice. So now I got to tighten those down. I don't really have anywhere to bolt the backside to, but whatever. Not going to. It's got 2 bolts. It's just plastic. So I'll grab a 7/16 here and we'll tighten those down. And I'm really assuming a lot. This motor could be blown, and if it is, I'll rebuild it. Nice. That sucker's tight. Cool. That looks pretty tight. Not in form of like tight, like that's tight, bro. But tight, like not coming off. Let's see here. Okay, that's tight. That's tight. So this is all pretty tight. See how I fit on it. Wow, this might be a bit tall for my son. I get to play with it for a bit. All right, so I have more plastics for the front. I have a smaller SSR pit bike, so I kind of know how they look together. So that's kind of what I'm running with here. And lucky for me, previous owner decided that they wanted to leave bolts in place, so that worked out for me. So this, let's go like this. I don't know. Looks right. Does this go like this? Again, I'm just trying to figure out how this sucker works. Go up here. It goes like this. No, like this. Well, that looks like right. Yeah. So I'm guessing what you want to do is you want to drop the bolts on the floor when you need them. That's a good step. I'm guessing this holds everything back. And then take the plastic cover off. There's a hole in the front here. It'll probably put another M6 from that kit on. But I need to get this started. So I'm gonna flip this around. See if I can get these in. Very nice. Let's put this one in. Well, that don't look right. Even this is not drilled correctly. They sell these things saying that they direct fit. Here we go. Make that work. Now I think this goes underneath. I'm gonna go grab that M6, another one of them. I'm just gonna bring the whole kit over. Now I'm looking closely to remember everything here. Don't quite know. Like this don't even have a place to bolt. So that's interesting, sort of. I mean, how is this supposed to work, right? We'll figure it out soon. We'll make a decision on our own. But I do know what I can do is throw this in this spot. It'll be black like the rest of it, so it'll look much better anyway. Put the chrome one where you can't see. Well, not chrome, used to be chrome. Hopefully it fits. So before I started building hot rods, I used to build motorcycles. And in many ways I miss doing that. So here's something funny. Like I said, nothing fits right that they send us. Why would it, right? So let me find out what size these are and get these tightened in. Maybe 10. Sure is. So like I said, this sucker, it's not happy with the spot it's in. So I gotta finagle it. I think I might have gotten it. I did. What you want to do is torque it until your spool stops working. And then when it pulls through the plastic, you know you got to do it again. I'm just joking. All right, so this piece here obviously did not go to this. This is not the same design.
So that's okay. Could probably make something work. But for now, I actually might just trim this whole top goofy piece off. See, it's got this like wire holder or cable holder here, which I'm guessing went on the front here like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this work the way I want it to work, which means I'm gonna trim a few things off. So I'm gonna cut this. Let me go ahead and bring in here and show you. So like I said, this is set for Honda and SSR, so clearly it's more for Honda. I'm gonna tighten that down. That sucker's gonna flop. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim that top piece off because there ain't nothing for it to go to. Perfect. Perfect. Get that off of there. Now there's a hole up here, which I would have loved to have, utilized here, but I couldn't because it didn't quite reach. Now what I could do, not with this, but with an actual drill bit. Find that. Oh, sorry. Here it is. Drill as high as I can. It's just plastic after all. Now I'm going to hone that out and maybe I can get the M6 through there. In the meantime, that little holder for the cables, one, so let me grab it. There it is. Let's get these little bolts on here. Okay, let's hone it out a little bit. Technically speaking, mine goes up and down on my other bike. I'm just gonna make this go like this. I like it better anyway. Plus, keeps this in like this. So now I can do this. We'll put the other little bolt in. Hone it out a little more. Okay, so I got them in there. Now I'm just gonna tighten them in. Tight enough. This isn't a drill, but how convenient is that? Let's see if I can get this through. And maybe, just maybe. Oh yeah, that might work. It is gonna work. How convenient is that? Take it off this. Oh, like it was meant to be. I don't know where these are supposed to go. I thought they'd go through here, but they would get in the way, so. And I probably could have put this over here, but whatever, I don't care. So now, this looks pretty good. They gave me some stickers. Should we sticker it? Let's look at them. So here are the stickers they gave me. It's got a little like hawk, I don't know, DN something. Stickers look pretty cool, but I think my son would enjoy putting these on more than me. So I'm gonna set those aside and let him play sticker. And I'm going to get this sucker running, hopefully. Let's cross our fingers it actually fires. So I'm gonna get some feel and let's see if we can get it running. Okay, so I was able to change the oil. It actually, it's pretty clean, I'll be honest with you. So now I'm gonna check for spark. I actually found a ground, that was no good. So I fixed that ground to the coil. I'm pretty confident that after I get that ground fixed, which I did already, I'm going to have spark. So I'm going to, whoo, she was running fat when she was running. So I'm going to ground this out here and see if I have spark. Oh yeah. She's sparking like 4th of July. So we're good. I don't think I need to do anything with this yet. It should run, it has spark, seems to have compression. The new carburetor, I don't know how dialed it'll be. Guess we'll find out. So air, fuel, spark, it's what you need to start a motor. So I have spark, I have compression, I think, and there should be air through this. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw some fuel in it. Make sure I have no leaks. Okay, I threw fresh 91 octane in there. So far, so good. Let's turn on this. Make sure we're getting fuel. Yep, fuel's going in the bulb. Filling up the carburetor. No leaks so far. So I think it's time to see if she'll fire. Maybe we'll get lucky, maybe not. So let me go ahead and get the camera and we'll try to fire.
Okay, so we have this sucker ready to go. Guess all there's left to do is see if it'll fire. Make sure it's in neutral, good. I have no idea if the clutch works, the tranny, anything. Don't know if it'll start either, but let's give it a shot. Okay. There's no choke, which is a pain. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to shoot some giggle juice. All right. So let's see. Ooh, I heard something. Hurting the leg. Oh! Oh! Are you kidding me? And here's me making fun of eBay. You gonna run choked? Come on. Can't believe this thing's idling right now. This basket case was in pieces. Why? Why did they abandon this thing? This thing runs good. Wow. Running a little fat. Wow. Woo. That easy. Does it have a gear? Let's get a jack. Obviously a motorcycle jack would be nicer, but we'll make this work. Now, do you move? Oh yeah. Do you stop? Look at that. Well, by golly. Let me get some oil on that chain, huh? Must be out of this. I don't want to get too carried away. Just want it oiled. But by golly, that son of a gun runs good. What a win! That sounds pretty gnarly, so I don't know if my son's gonna ride this thing. I don't want him hurt. Well, it's dark outside, so I'm going to take her for a spin and try to see if you can see what I see with the headlight and see how fast she is, and we'll go from there.
All right, so I made this goofy headlight, and I'm going to take her for a nice late drive. I'm going to irritate some neighbors. So let's see if she fires right up again. Oh, first kick. How about that? Oh man, she runs pretty good. Oh yeah. Turn her around. Pretty dark. Can we do a wheelie? Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh yeah. She runs awesome. Oh yeah, wheelies on demand. Okay, Last night I couldn't see anything. So today I just started it. Fired up pretty quick actually, so guess we're in good shape. So I'm gonna warm it up slowly. Good thing I didn't hit that mound last night. That would have been fun. Don't hit the caddy. Gotta tune her in a little. I haven't even opened it up to 5th gear yet. This thing just goes. Whew, so that was fun. We took a basket case pile of crap, just parts laying everywhere next to somebody's yard with nothing to show for a life in this thing. And we threw a muffler, carburetor, a seat, didn't belong on it, and some plastics, a new fuel tank, and just a little bit of love into this thing, and it fired right up. And keep in mind, it's like 20 degrees. So when I was cruising it, you could hear a bog. Well, it's freezing cold. So I'll tune it up, get it all taken care of. We're at 9,000 feet here, so I don't really want to tune it here. I want to tune it down at sea level, or at least where we're going to be riding it, which is in Wyoming, which is about 3,800 feet. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. So please subscribe, please like my videos. All the support I can get, all the help I can get, it's greatly appreciated. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you soon.